The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission IEBC Selection Panel is now fully constituted following the swearing in of two members, Fatuma Saman and Carolene Kituku, by Chief Justice Martha Koome on Friday. With the appointment of the 9 members gazetted on Monday, the panel was given 90 days, to fully constitute the IEBC as pressure mounts. And now 6 civil society organizations have termed the task ahead as both pressing and daunting, urging an expedited process, as NTB's Saman now reports.
The country has experienced 2 years of protracted and contentious events, operating without a functional electoral body due to the expiry of terms, resignation and dismissal of commissioners serving under the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. On Friday at the Supreme Court in Nairobi, Chief Justice Martha Koome saw in 2 members of the IEBC Selection Panel, Fatuma Saman and Carolene Kituku, after 7 of their counterparts took oath on Monday. With the selection panel now fully constituted, the focus shifts to preparing the country for the 2027 general elections under tight timelines and stacked up in tray. Meanwhile, members of the Uchaguzi platform, including Transparency International, Center for Multi-Party Democracy, Elections Observers Group, among others, are reminding the selection committee that the agenda facing the soon-to-be the new IEBC team is both pressing and daunting, yet critically important.
It includes the conduct of the pending by-elections. You know, there are quite a number of 3 constituencies and a host of wards where we don't have any representation. The boundary delimitation process, which was also overtaken by events.
With more young people expected to vote in the next general election, civil society organizations have called for prompt voter registration and an audit of the voters' register. They are also urging the government to ensure adequate budgetary allocation for effective electoral planning and execution. The current reforms are as a result of the National Dialogue Committee report, which consolidated 9 legislative proposals. Some of these proposals have been passed into law, including the IEBC Amendment Act of 2024 and the Political Parties Amendment Act of 2024.
Both the Kriegler Commission and the NADCO process recommended that electoral reforms, including an electoral commission, should be in place 24 months to the general election, as was the case with Kriegler, and 18 months to the general elections, as was the case with NADCO.
So the hope is that by the start of June, we should be able to have a new commission.
That the newly appointed IEBC selection team is way behind schedule is just but an epitome of what lies in store for the 7-man team that they will pick to run the electoral body. The success of both teams, the current and the latter, remains heavily dependent on political goodwill. The next few months will be crucial in shaping Kenya's electoral system and its democratic processes. Saman, NTV, Nairobi.